What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the battlefield as we fight for South Marino and a new weapon vendor in Jagged Alliance Flashback. In the previous episode, we had been shot at, we had killed some guys, we had looted some things, we had forgot to use the things that we had looted, and that has left us in our current situation where the enemy gets their turn. It sounds like there's somebody coming up behind us. I'm gonna put a reaction fire right there, reaction fire right there. I may also have her do something similar. There we go, reaction fire on this side. Let's have Shepherds pop up. See what he can see. Unfortunately, there's nobody. Oh, yep, there is somebody over there. Sometimes you will see things that are outside of your line of sight when you like pop up and pop back down. I don't know why it works like that, but it does. We're just gonna turtle. I mean, this game is you don't want to fight like offensively in this game. You really, really, really sincerely do not want to go out on the offensive in this game. I can't stress that enough to you. If you end up fighting in an open field, you are going to lose. It's not gonna be good for you. Come on, Clifford. Come on, Clifford. I know you can make this shot, Highball. I know you can do it. I mean, speaking of which, why do they call you Highball? Did you get, like, seen in the locker room or something and it just stuck, or what happened here? Maybe he's just, like, high off his balls all the time. Oh, that's the worst interrupt ever. I'm just gonna have him drop. If I try to take that shot right there, unfortunately, I think I'm going to riddle Lynx with holes. And I don't think he's much for the wordplay, the punnage, or the verbal puzzles, so I think I'm just going to leave him as he is. I don't want him riddled at all right now. Lynx is a really, really good character, and losing him would be a major setback to our long-term operation here on San Hermanos. I don't know why I always want to... I don't know. Every time I say Hermanos, I want my voice to go like lower. I'm like, Hermanos! Unfortunately, on this side, we're still left in a bit of a weird situation. I think I'll have him cover that direction now. Reload the 38, and then reaction time it. And then we'll have her keep doing what she's doing, and then we'll do that right there. Over here, let's pop up and see how close they are. Oh my god, that guy's got like an enormous sniper rifle. So as enjoyable as the thought is of that thing gently caressing my cheek, I think I would rather fire a round or two and maybe see if I can kill him off, because sniper rifles, if he fires through this window, they tend to penetrate characters and hit multiple people, and I just don't want to deal with that right now. Oh, come on, guys. Come on now. These shots. You guys are breaking my heart right now. Breaking my heart. Let's move somebody over and maybe see if we can ace this guy. Unfortunately, we just can't seem to make it happen. God. Okay, so... well, that kind of leaves us where we are, don't it? He's got a big, big gun, though, and damn is it gonna hurt. Somebody's about to get laid out. That thing is gnarly. Unless he does something stupid and wastes all his AP running up to the window for some reason. Okay, so duck and cover, since he decided to duck and cover too. Are you serious right now?
Enemy force now in sight.
He just glitched through the wall and shot me. Oh my god. Okay, so that's gonna have to be dealt with. On the plus side, I'm gonna keep putting rounds on him. So how can he shoot me right now, but I can't shoot him? What is this right here? Like, seriously? Gotta be kidding me right now. Got to be kidding me. Reaper, go ahead and handle your business. Vicky. That's probably a bad idea. Instead, I'll have her wait right here till next turn. On this side, we're gonna go ahead and actually, let's just, I'm gonna keep him in the corner, I suppose. In case he decides to pop up right here. Turn my facing, and then we'll go with a reaction time. Brewski's pretty much out of AP, but he should have one shot left in him. If that comes through. Reaper handled his biz. So I would prefer that he fall back right here. Basically, I just need to make sure that this guy does not accomplish anything ever. So put him right there with the bolt, and there we go.
Bad news. I've lost visuals.
Okay, so apparently he didn't decide to do anything. And with this guy right here, it's probably the best idea to go after him with the shoddy since it does a ton of damage. So there's 32. On this side, we have Lynx pop out. Say hello with the 38, and then get back into cover. God. That kind of shit right there, it drives me crazy. And this game does it all the time where they'll like lay down. The AI knows, that's the thing, the AI knows that it can lay down and glitch through a wall to shoot at you somehow. And so it's like part of its normal programming because it does that all the time. I've seen it do it on like solid walls like this. Like it does it constantly and it's just like, really? Come on now. Come on now. All these guys can now move. So let's put them back into firing positions. Have Reaper get back up. He can't reach there. We'll have him turn around. And there we go. That seems to be alright. Have him reload since he's got extra AP anyways that he's not going to be using. You right there. You got anything to reload? Bones, you got anything for me? Brewski? Yeah, you reload too. Always take a chance to reload. You never know. It's always obnoxious when you run out of bullets when you need like one shot left to take somebody out. At least it irritates me. I don't know, but not as much as people glitching through walls like that guy. You could tell he glitched because my guy couldn't do the same thing to him. Oh, that guy's got a badass bodysuit, and he's also going to catch us in the crossfire here.
You get caught up in the crossfire.
That was the most edgy kids commercial ever. There was fire everywhere. They made that game look like the coolest thing on earth. Whoever was in charge of that in the 90s, like, the kids had like spiky hair and they had like fingerless gloves and they had like shades. When you were 8 years old, that was the coolest commercial ever. That was everything you aspired to be. You wanted to be a professional crossfire player. Bam! 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 I can't wait till he levels up again and he has 24 AP. It's going to be the greatest. 12 gauge, region boost, so another potion. That's cool. I like potions. Alright, and so for right now... Oh, he's all out of... Never mind. Have you go like so. Get her back inside the heezy, and there it is. Get her back inside the flippity-floppity floop. Oh, God. That's for the South Park fans out there. That's for the South Park fans. I talk about that, but not very often. I am a huge South Park fan. At least I was until about season 12. I used to watch them. I had all the box sets, and I would just watch them on repeat. I had all the episodes memorized. I'd be like, oh, yeah, that was season 2, episode 5. And I knew the names of all the episodes, and then I just kind of fell off with it eventually. It's not that the new seasons aren't funny. Like, I do think the new seasons are still funny, but... Oh, Lynx is about to get shot. I should have moved him behind the car. I can smell the... Yep, I was going to say, I can smell the gunfire coming. Okay, so Lynx is not looking so great, but I think there's a region boost over here. I'm going to have him pick up the region boost, and this is a health pot. He's going to use that. It's going to put him back up to 63 health. Always grab stuff off the ground if you can do it. For you, let's use the rock, and oh, this guy's about to get flattened. That guy had the worst day. Oh, he had a dinosaur plushie. Was he a child soldier or something? Why does he have a dinosaur plushie? Oh, it's my dinosaur plushie now. A certain dinosaur not in any way related to the annoying, pathetic, furry, and purple dinosaur which is by some thought to be hung, shot, and run over. This green dinosaur should be loved instead. I do love him. I do love him. I will name him... I gotta think about it for a second, but I got a name for him. Put a helmet on him, though, while we're here. There we go. Lynx can have himself a plushie because he's got a soft and sensitive, childlike, wondrous side.
Roger that. Moving.
All right, let's move him behind the car because I saw that mistake right there and I was like, yep, the AI is going to capitalize on that super hard. That right there is why you never leave anybody out in the open because you can lose characters over the course of like a turn and it's totally going to suck, especially if it's somebody who's like level 8 or level 9. If it's somebody that you've taken the time to get their skills up to par, it hurts so much when they get killed. If you're like me and you don't like to reload, although I will, if it's painful enough, I will reload. It should allow us to break combat after this turn if the enemy doesn't show up. And then we'll have somebody go out and look for him. Boom, dicka booka ding, boom, dicka booka ding, boom, dicka booka ding, boom, dicka booka ding. God, that guy died ass up in the air. I'd be upset if I died in that position. I'd be like, this is compromising. This is real compromising right now. That one's got leg armor. So yeah, throw that into the squad.
Leave it to me.
Put that in the squad bag.
Ready to operate.
See, like, oh, that's the one right there. Ready to operate. Like, do people in South Africa roll their R's? I don't think that they do, because all of his other voice actors, or all the other voice portions that he does are like right on point. But one of them, he rolls his R's super hard. I don't know.
I'm on it.
Do South Africans roll their R's? I don't know. South African viewer, do you roll your R's? Can you please let me know? All of my knowledge about South African accents comes from District 9. That's the only movie that I've seen anybody with a South African accent in. So unfortunately, I have a very limited pool of reference points when it comes to like understanding or at least recognizing the accent. I can understand. I'm sorry. I can recognize a South African accent and be like, yeah, that's a South African accent. But the rolling R's thing, I don't know if anybody does that. Do they? Where's this last guy at? I really don't want to like probe out too far because I think we got the first turn last time. So how the turns work is when you stumble on an enemy or they stumble on you, it just alternates who gets the first turn. And I think we got the first turn last time we saw enemies. Okay, so they're coming from this way.
Let's get him.
It's having somebody stand up and watch my... Oh no, he's turning back around.
Ready to operate.
And oh no, they got the first turn last time. Okay. I can live with that. And that's just a militia. Weeds, I can pop up anywhere his last name didn't fit. You picked your problem here is you picked a nickname that's too long, man. That's not a nickname, that's a sentence. I'd be upset. I mean, like, why not just, if you can pop up anywhere, why not call yourself Diglett? You know, like, that could be your new nickname. They'd be like, they call him Diglett because he comes up out of the ground everywhere. It'd be like Predator crawling around in the mud.
More undesirables.
I know you can see him right now. Sometimes that's a little trick that I learned is if you can't see somebody, try squatting.
Great.
Just a little heads up for those of you out there that might be trying to play the game. If you step out and you look in a direction you can't see somebody, try to squat and stand back up. Almost every single time it'll show the character. Why that works, I have no idea, but it totally does. This could just be a fight that I think Lynx is going to handle by himself. Did he leave? Oh, he did. Okay. Okay, so he actually cannot see them right now.
Yes.
What about Highball? What you got for me, Highball? You ain't got nothing for me? Alright, fine. I didn't want you to have anything anyways. I want it all to be mine. I'm gonna be greedy. I'm not gonna be a good housemate right now. Squad mates share, Mr. Highball. Squad mates share.
Understood.
God, is he panicked? That would explain why he's running around like crazy. Hide behind a gas tank. Nothing. Oh, there's two of them left. Oh, shit. Okay, so that's bad. That's really bad. I'm just gonna have him duck down then and hope that he can't. Oh, no. Lay down then? Oh my god, they can still shoot at me, but he can't. This is the worst. Alright, well, Mr. Highball's probably about to get shot in the face like 400 times. Or that guy's going to be unaware of us and he's just going to keep running. That's fine. I don't think he's aware of Mr. Highball right now.
I'm on it.
I think that for once in my life, I may sally out to fight with the enemy because they're running around all weird style. And I think he's panicked. It's easier to run around, though, once combat ends, so I'm just going to wait for combat to end. I do think that they need to. One of the problems that I've come across with this game is I think they need to move the enemies apart when you start on open world maps. So, for example, if the enemy attacks your position, you should have the time to set up wherever you want because you're defensive, right? You're on defense. That's the defender's advantage. So they get to set up wherever they want. But unfortunately, with the way the game works right now, when they attack a position, they sometimes leave you really, really exposed. And the enemy is sometimes right on top of you so that they get to open fire 9 or 10 times before you can scramble to cover, which basically allows the enemy to kill like 5 of your guys for free at the outset of a fight, which is... It's definitely a recipe for you to be like, and break your teeth off in half by grinding them.
Someone nearby.
There's someone nearby.
Ready to operate.
You can't hit him right now? I feel like you should really be able to hit him right now. I'm not trying to be nitpicky, but I feel like that's a shot that you can probably make. Oh well. Let's get the MP out. Daka, 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 daka. Oh my god, he's dead. He fell over. Oh god! And he dropped a loot sack. Hooray for him. What's inside your loot sack, amigo?
Copy that.
44 magnum ammo and a bandage. Alright. I don't think we're gonna come across. There's one more soldier running around. He's got the badass armor with the shoulder pads, which is like the best armor in the game that you can buy, anyways, that I've seen so far. Our cash flow is a little bit low at the moment, which makes me nervous about the prospect of buying more gear. But we did pick up a. Hold on. Now that we're out of combat, let's throw armor on people. Like, you take that right there. The little Q's on it, that means that it's got pockets. I can't remember if I mentioned that or not. Each little Q is a pocket. He's got that. Let's throw some leg guards on Reaper. I tend to use him as kind of an advanced vanguard. Sure. Let's throw a bullet vest on the doctor because I can't have him die. If he dies, that's just the worst. She's got 10 armor already because she's got a flak vest. And on him, we'll throw, I guess, the utility strap. 3 armor is better than no armor, I suppose. I like our dinosaur. I still haven't decided what I'm going to name it, but be sure, it's going to be named Winifred. That's its name. Winifred the dinosaur. Winifred doesn't sound funny. That's not a name that's not a name that invites humor. There's a crowbar right there in case you want to get your Gordon Freeman on.
I've been waiting.
Oh, I've been waiting for you. Okay, well, he's way the hell over there. Cliff appears to have some kind of shot. And so I think I'm going to have him wake that mob up by taking a shot at it. And then crawl back into cover to draw it over here. I'm going to put links on reaction watch.
What next?
I don't think it would be so terrible of an idea to put somebody else out here to back him up either, because this is a soldier and the soldiers are quite a bit more proficient than the normal fighters. And I think this is the last guy on the map anyway, so we just kind of want to Zerg mob him. There we go. Get your ass over here. Don't shoot back. We're standing next to gas tanks. Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Yes.
Reaper, what kind of shot you got right now? You have no shot, is the shot that you have. Okay. As much as I enjoy not having a shot. Yeah, there we go.
Moving out.
Bones over here is just, I don't even know what he's doing, but I'm kind of nervous about having him fire over the head of Bones, or I'm sorry, over Highball's head. Oh good, he panicked. That's never a recipe for disaster. Alright, so since he panicked, you really have that bad of a shot from right there? Alright, we'll move around that way then. See if maybe you can get a better shot off from over here. You can't get any shot off from over here. Okay, well for 6 AP you can move over to here, and then we'll have you get down behind the car and you can like shoot him the next turn or something. Whatever strikes your fancy. Move links up to this position. And I think that's more than enough, guys. Oh my god, the sound of bullets whizzing through my sternum. I was gonna say overhead, but then he shot me. You shot me, you dick. How do you think I feel about that? That's not the friendliest way to make friends, alright? Shooting bullets at them. He's like, I'm trying to give you my possessions, namely this bullet at a high velocity. So we got some 7.62 54mm cartridges. Might be useful later on if we get ourselves a good sniper rifle or something. Do we have any more loot laying around, or was that pretty much the extent of all of our adventures? That was the extent of all of our adventures. Alright. Well then, that leaves us with a little bit of time left on our hands. I think I'm going to go with, let's talk to Roland Manning. What does he have to say? You seem to be doing a fine job. Would you be interested in taking on another professional? Who are you? Oh, my apologies. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Roland Manning. Oh yeah, this is the British SAS guy. I remember this guy now. This guy's like ex-special forces in the British, I almost said the British Marines in the British military. There we go. What brings you here? I run a special operations consultancy firm. Contracts I get take me everywhere in the world. Recently, I finished a job for a client in the area, and I heard the prince treats people like bad dogs. This would mean he treats dogs very poorly, too. Why did you stay? I cannot stand by and let him abuse dogs or people in this way. I like the order he put there. Dogs, then people. I decided to stay and see if I could help. What skills do you have? I'm very handy with any rifle, and I have extensive training in close combat from my time with the UK Special Boat Squadron. I have no qualms about killing people, especially if they're Argentinian or if they mistreat dogs. What did Argentinians do to you that you so broadly wish to kill Argentinians? Like everybody in Argentina? Like everybody? Oh well. How do you much? Oh, he's 770. Well then, you're cheap.
Ready.
Does it make me a bad person if I hire a racist, even though like he works for really, really cheap? I mean, we're mercenaries here. I think morally, I think we're already on pretty shifty ground. All right, so we got a big red right there. Looting this city is going to take a little bit of time. I think there's a couple more quests in here. Could always use more bandages, sure. The enemy's going to start to drop potions more and more and more as you get further and further into the game. They are useful. I tend to keep 1 or 2 on everybody. That is a huge toilet. Like, whose ass is large enough to use that toilet? That thing is... It's almost a chasm. My God. Scout KS Omipaya Gaia. Leave me alone. I'm about to watch The Walking Dead. Okay. It's clear you suffer from delusions of adequacy. Bella Flacca. Do you know who I used to be? Nope, not a clue. There's some more bullets in a box. Alright. People have bullets, but they never have the objects which fire the bullets. Strangely. I don't see any more lootables here. I do wish that it had the Baldur's Gate thing where you could hold down a key and it would show you all the lootables in green. I missed so many lootables in Baldur's Gate until I started doing that. Once I learned that trick, I was like, well, damn, there's stuff all over the place in this game. We can loot this box over here. Typically, these have good loot in them, but I could be wrong. These little cases. Come on, let me loot you. Sometimes the angle's weird.
On my way.
Yeah, we got goose egged. Oh, no, there's a box right there. I missed it. I walked right by it. I recognize the model. That's how you'll start doing it, too, if you start playing this game. You'll start to recognize the models that can be looted, which actually act as loot containers. That one's got an extra MP, although it's a little bit janky, so it's probably not going to be useful still. We'll rip the bullets out of it, and we'll use it later. And so let's pull the bullets out of that big red, and we'll pull the bullets out of this MP too. There we go. Awesome. And so we'll throw the extra 38 back in the box for later, so that we have a nice little supply of bullets waiting for us. Awesome. I also need to swap out. Where's Reaper? Reaper, get over here. That won't let me select him. Reaper! We need to swap out his Rock 17. He's got the crappy one that we picked up from the mine, and we want him to have the one that's totally fixed and ready to go. There we go. We got the Rock 19 that's been properly neutered. Is he still carrying around a bunch of 30-06? Throw that in there. Just so people know, it's not aught with a O-U-G-H-T. It's aught with an A-U-G-H-T. Just throwing that out there. Things that I didn't know until I started looking it up, and then I found out. I don't know. Maybe I'm just dumb or something. Or maybe I just don't shoot guns very often. Then again, my old man has a 30-06, and I don't know. I don't know. Maybe just not exposed enough. Hold on. Let's talk to Masterberg. Mr. Masterberg. What's going on, Adrian? How you feeling, bud? Where can I get a speddy cake around here? What the hell is a speddy cake? Sounds like a sex move. If you have to ask, you can't afford it. Is that how this works? I'll take a speddy cake, please. That'll be $85. Jacob Safranek. Sorry, I'm studying economics in the middle of a bazaar in a war-torn country. That seems. Hey, it's Brock Sampson. Are you stupid? Are you trying to get a hammer upside your head? Go away before you what? Before I do just that. I don't know. It's clipping out weird. I mean, Kimmy, he's just mad because his name is Kimmy. It's like a boy named Sue. His parents gave him a girl name, and so now he's been grumpy his whole life because people have been picking on him. Let's continue to look around for more loot, because loot is what I strive for. The loot crates in this game, not so good. I wish that they were a little bit better, like they would have like rarer loot, because your guns break so fast in this game anyways that it's not going to like offset your entire gameplay by finding an E16 or an M16 around here. I called it an E16 because that's what they call it in this game. It's like a ME16 or something like that. They renamed it so that they wouldn't get sued by whoever the hell it is that makes M16s. We can loot this closet over here, so let's go check this one too. Jasper Fire.
On my way.
No, go back where I tell you. Have you met my evil twin? God, I hope not. I've shot a lot of bad people though. Is your evil twin an enemy mercenary? Ooh, 27. I mean, that's better loot than if I got nothing. I mean, 27 9mm rounds. At least it's useful. I'll take that over useless loot. I don't think there's too many things in here, as I recall. But there's a safe. Yeah, I was going to say, I think there's something in the front of this building right here. Mike Upham. You can tell who has stuff to say with you by clicking them. Would you believe it? I got to stay here for free. All I had to do was fix some stuff. Oh, I'm Dr. Mike Upham. I'm practicing to become the best mercenary ever. You know you want to hire me. What skills do you have? I'm a doctor, but don't mistake me for a medical doctor. I could do more harm than good. I'm a mechanical engineer, so I can fix pretty much anything. I've been practicing at shooting range too, so I'm a decent shot. I'm also pretty sneaky. Always snuck up on people in the labs to scare them. What do you work for, 918? Give me your phone number, right now. That's the best. That's how you ask for a phone number. I'm just letting you know. Ladies, gentlemen, when you go to the bar, give me your phone number right now. And say it threatening, just like that. I'm giving you bad advice right now. You should see that I'm being facetious. And ignore me. Oh, good. We got a oh, there's an Uzi in here for free. Okay, that's fine. We'll swap out the Uzi later on. Once people's MPs start to wear down, we'll put... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Once people's MPs start to wear down, we'll give them Uzis. The Uzis are perfectly fine. I mean, I think their AP is a little bit lower for a one-shot, but I think they do a little bit less damage and they have a little bit less range. So it's a bit more of a close-range weapon. Honestly, if you give everybody an Uzi as a close-range weapon, it works just as fine as, like, the bolt. I mean, it does okay. It's not the best object you can possibly do, but it's pretty good. Let me go back to the world map and see how much money I have before I start spending huge grips of cash on dumb shit like body armor, which I've been really, really tempted to do. Hopefully, I really hope she holds that point. Like, if she doesn't, I am going to be very, very sad. Let's turn the game back on, and I'm going to keep an eye on how things work in the rest of the map. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have them guard this point right here until she gets done training right there, and then the really, really dangerous part starts. I hope that he doesn't attack to the right. If he attacks to the right now... Oh, that is totally whack. Okay, and so all of our militia are now dead, and so she's about to be dead as well. And so what I would typically do in this case is reload a save, because that's just like something you can't help. Unfortunately, there's no way to escape from combat in this game, so basically I have to sit here and let her die. Otherwise, we will never get out of this combat. I just run around in circles the whole time. She does not have enough bullets to kill an entire patrol, so that's probably what I'll do. I'll probably reload a previous autosave. So, my name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Jagged Alliance Flashback. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Take care, everybody, and hi-do!